Hi Gaffer. So today, I don't know if you're aware, but it was 7 years ago today that you signed for Boreham to be their manager. How can you sum up your time here in just a few short words?
I did have an inkling, I have to say. Someone posted it on their story. Yeah, I've got to be honest with you, crazy. 7 years is such a long time, it's gone like a flash. Obviously the first year was the toughest by a country mile. I was 30, thought I knew everything, I knew nothing, and I was pretty flash. The fact that we stayed in the division was massive because it could have been my first and last job. And then we've improved year on year. I think it was an 11th finish the year after, mid-table finish second year into the season, and I think it was the following year was Wembley, finishing 4th and going to Wembley against Tranmere. Then we obviously have an overhaul of players leaving the building, and it was a 19th finish, I think it was, even though there was, I think it was about 11 points between us and 20th. Then it was again, I think the Halifax year being the playoffs, the Harrogate loss in the semi-final. And the year after that was obviously Millwall in the third round of the Cup, that was a positive. And then last year's, and it's quite fitting really, obviously going into the FA Cup weekend with regards to the journey we had in it last year. So yeah, thankful for everyone that's crossed paths with me, being you guys as much as anyone, the staff, the players, it's been amazing. And yeah, let's hope for another 7 years of as much success as we had in the history in terms of the last few 7 that's gone past.
Yeah, well with the FA Cup returning this weekend, that competition must have a special place for you after the run you had last year.
It does. Listen, the best thing about that was it galvanised the town, it galvanised the club, the work that's going on, the chairman's alluded to it, it's allowed for him to do the work that's gone in front of house, and it's transforming the place. And the relationship that we built with the fans was fantastic. Did you think, or did I think that we'd have been in the 5th round against Everton at Goodison Park when we faced Barnet in the 4th qualifying round? Not in my wildest of dreams, but we did, we managed it. The best moment of my managerial career, probably my footballing career, was away at Bournemouth. And I say it in my programme notes, someone's going to have a cup run. Someone in the National League, someone below. Why can't it be us again? And I would never have thought that we were going to ever get to the 3rd round proper again when we played Millwall, and we trumped that by getting 2 rounds further. So it's dare to dream and ensure that we turn up tomorrow against a tough side in Wealdstone and put on a performance to warrant us getting into the 1st round.
Absolutely. Well, we got Wealdstone again after playing them last week. What did you take away from that game, and how has that helped your preparations for facing them again at home on Saturday?
Yeah, listen, it's like I alluded to it to the group, it's like a semi-final of a playoff. You play them on a Saturday and you play them again on the Tuesday, Wednesday, and you learn a lot about each other. They would have learned loads about us as we did about them. They're a fantastic side, they're well coached, they've got a great managerial team in Stuart and Matt, and they got personnel in their ranks that can cause you problems. I think the last 25 minutes of that game, they stuck it right on us. Yes, we can use the fact that we went to a back 4, never played it all year. Yes, we had Denon Lewis at left. No, that's part and parcel of football. We had to ride our luck, which we did. We had opportunities to put the game to bed, which we didn't. I think it's going to be a little bit different on Saturday or tomorrow, because I think they're going to be welcoming back 2 or 3 players, and I think they go straight into their team. We'll be welcoming back 2 or 3 players that I have to say 60% of them will be going straight back into the team. And we've got people that can go onto a bench. We're going to fill the bench tomorrow. We were unfortunate to only have 3 available from a 5 last week. Yes, we named 2 that didn't manage to get on the pitch. We've got 7 available tomorrow, which is massive. We're slowly getting our players back. But going back to your original question, yeah, I think last week will have no bearing on tomorrow. I genuinely believe it's going to be a bite, bollock and fight afternoon. There's ambitions for them to get into the next round as much as us, so we need to be respectful of the opposition. We need to be respectful of who we're facing, understand their strengths and their weaknesses, and hone in on that and go about our business as opposed to anyone else. We need to ensure that we're right on the day, and if we prepare like we have done this week, I have full faith in the squad and the team that are going out tomorrow afternoon.
Yeah, well, this week we also saw a new face arrive in the building, Cameron Cox. What can you tell us about him and how's he settling in?
Quick to move on, Cameron. Obviously, we done the rounds on Sunday, Monday to try and get personnel in the building. Obviously, Connor Stevens is, as feared, a ruptured Achilles. So with that and Jamal Fifield, we look a bit light in that area. We obviously have brought in Cameron Cox to go down that right-hand channel. I know him from his solid old days. He's obviously got his move to Colchester, but to have him in the building, it's as positive as I thought it would be. He's got to grips with me, the group. He's moved into the players' house with Danny Elliott and Erico, and they've been fantastic in getting him involved in everything. And I think this line's going to be a very positive one. He's got a debut tomorrow in the FA Cup, and like I always say, it's a club that gets people back on their feet. He has ambitions to get back into the EFL, and if he does that under us, that means that he's been performing, and that's all we can ask from him.
Yeah, and just finally, obviously had a bit of an injury crisis, I think it's fair to say. Can you just give us a light on the injuries and who we can expect to see back soon?
So Rico trained today, Leanne Love trained today, Dave Stevens trained all week, Erico's running, Jamal Fifield's running. Dion Kelly-Evans is obviously away from the building currently with a broken collarbone, so he's got a 2-3 week programme away from us. He's back up north. Connor Stevens is awaiting a specialist and also an operation date for his Achilles. So that's us currently. We've been hit, as is anyone. You speak to managers across the division, everyone's being hit by injuries and suspensions. And unfortunate for us, it's all come at one stage, but we've rode that quite well. We've still been on a winning run, and yeah, we just need to ensure that when they come back, we're in a nice position that we welcome them back as new signings, because to have Erico and to have Dion and to have Jammer back in the building and available next few weeks, possibly Jamal, a month to 2 months, the other two, if we're going into the new year with them personnel and the ones we've already brought in, we're looking a lot stronger. So yeah, you got to wipe your mouth, move on. It is what it is, and we've got an 18-man squad that we're really confident and comfortable with tomorrow to go and put on a performance to get ourselves into the first round proper.